Welcome back to 30 days of at-home workouts. We've got a nice upper body burn for you today. I am using lightweight, so I've got wrist weights that are 2 pounds, and then I've got 3 pound little dumbbells. So anywhere from that kind of range, I'm going to be using both of them together as well as them separate. So if you want to have a like 5 pound and then a 2 pound, but I definitely recommend going a little bit lighter today. We're going to be doing a lot of reps, little rest. That's kind of the name of the game. So it's going to be quick, it's going to be dirty, and we're going to hit really all the areas of upper body. We got some back, some biceps, a little bit of chest and triceps, and of course a little shoulder burn today. So this is a great workout to pair with a nice long walk, or if you want to add even extra cardio, you can go for a run, but this is not cardio focused. This is going to be a good strength day, but like I said, there's not that much rest, a lot of repetitions. Let's get into it. But of course, remember to hit that subscribe button so you're not going to miss another day of at-home workouts. But let's get right into it. So we're going to start with the heavier weights. So if you have those 5 pounds or what have you, that's where we're going to start. So I'm going to put on these wrist weights to get started, and then I'll pick up those dumbbells as well. I just love these wrist weights. They work as ankle weights. They're just a perfect little add-on. And then I've got my 3 pound weights here. Again, you can go lighter, but with what we're starting with, it's one of those exercises that you can definitely go heavier in. But we're going to do a superset of 2 exercises that's gonna work the back. And of course, we've got some holds, we've got some pulses in there. So let's get into it. Think hinge forward. We're gonna start with a low row here. We're gonna do 10, and then we're gonna go right into a pulse. So you wanna think arms out in front of you to start on a diagonal, and then you're gonna pull it back. So 1, so hitting the lower back here. Really keep your chin tucked, your gaze is nice and neutral, and think pulling elbows back here. 8, 9, 10, hold it back. You're gonna have a nice 10-second hold here. So really think of your shoulder blades kissing down your spine here. 8, 9, 10, now right into pulses. So rather than driving through your biceps here, think of your shoulder blades touching and releasing. A little squeeze, release for 8, 9, 10. Now bring the arms out. We're gonna go into a back fly. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love a back fly. It really lights up my back. I can feel exactly where it's working. Keep your gaze nice and neutral here. 8, 9, 10. Hold it open. Keep your shoulder blades down here. So shoulders away from your ears. Continue to breathe for 8, 9, 10. Pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pulling down, we're gonna do one more here. So it's gonna be a tri-set, not a superset. 1, so these are upright rows. 2, so think of pulling higher up in line with your shoulders versus that low row that was a little bit lower down towards your lats here. So think a little bit higher for 8, 9, 10. One more hold here. Shoulders rotate down. Those dumbbells are close up high. Your gaze is still nice and neutral. Core is still engaged. 8, 9, 10. Right into pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work. Drop those weights. Give yourself a little roll. We're going to do that 2 more times through. And of course here we're aiming again for that 90-second recovery in between those sets so that your body gets that chance to recover, but it's not like too long that it's fully, you could be sitting back on that couch instead. So you want the heart rate to come down a little bit, but still working. And your back is such a big muscle here. So it is one of those muscles that can go heavier, that you can put in that extra work for. And it's so important, especially with how much time we spend on our computers, on our phones. We're like little hunchback of Notre Dame. So So this is your chance to bam, open up and kind of negate that and build up that posterior side of your body. Back is also great for that little hourglass figure. So we're gonna get right back into it. You can always pause if you need a little bit more recovery, but remember, you're really aiming for at least maximum 90 seconds. Pick up those weights, starting again with that low row. 1, 2, 3. You can always add on weight if you feel like you can do it, or lose weight here. Just listen to your body, but know that you're strong and you can do hard things. 9. On this one, hold it back, shoulders down. Again, your elbows are nice by your sides here. You're not quite at that upright row. Still keeping it low into your lats for 9, 10. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right into that back fly, my favorite. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold this one up. Nice long hold here. Shoulders are down. Really feel shoulder blades kissing behind your back here. Keep that gaze neutral for 8, 9, 10. Right into those pulses here. Again, driving through the back rather than the biceps here. I know the biceps are dying to take over. 8, 9, 10. Great work. Bring those arms out in front of you. Upright row for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up. Shoulders down. Core engages here. Keep breathing even when it's hard for 8, 9, 10. Right into those pulses here. You've got 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work. Again, you can wiggle out your arms, do a little bit of side to side situation. And again, just making sure to find those big deep breaths in and out here. Again, focusing on that back, focusing on your recovery here. If you've got water, you can take sips of water whilst you're in between those reps as well. Hydration is so important. But we've got one more back focus set here, and then we're gonna move into those biceps. So get ready to absolutely crush this final set. So maybe that means you go up a little bit in weight. If you've only been using your lighter sets, maybe you go for that heavier set. Maybe you go like me and you kind of double up on them, just pushing yourself here. But let's get into it. Pick up those weights. Hinge forward, core engages, arms out on the diagonal. We start with the low row for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold this next one. 10. Shoulders down. Feel that rotation here. Keeping that hinge forward this entire time. 8, 9, 10. Little pulses here. Small movements, mind muscle connection here for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms go out. Back fly here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold this next one up. 10. Shoulders down. Finding that core engagement here. Really think about your mind muscle connection to your back muscles here. 8, 9, 10. Little pulses here. Smallest teeny tiny isolated movement here. You've got 7, 8, 9, 10. Final movement here. That upright row to finish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it at the top, shoulders down. This nice final pause here. Hold on to it, keep that core. 8, 9, 10. 9, you're in those pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! A little shake out there. My back is definitely on fire. Those upright rows will hit your shoulders a little bit too. So if you're feeling some shoulder burn, that's a-okay. That's gonna be from the upright row, but your back should definitely be like, okay, I'm feeling open, I'm feeling ready. But we're gonna keep the same weights. We're gonna take a second and then we're gonna get right into those bicep curls. All right, so we're right back into work. Again, you can pause if you need a little bit more extra time. I'm less of a stickler for that 90 seconds in between like back to biceps or like a squat to a lunge. It's just within those sets, you really want to be making sure it's 90 seconds. But I still like to keep it pretty fast paced because, like I said, we're at home, we're on vacation, right? We want to get this done, dusted, so we can move right into the next thing. I'm keeping the same amount of weight that I used for that back work, so I've still got my ankle and I still got my dumbbells here. So you can go for that 2s or 5s, you can try it out. But we're gonna do a tricep similar to what we just did, but we're gonna go for biceps. We're gonna do 10 reps of a regular bicep into 10 hammer curls and then 10 wide, all with a pulse there. So starting off with that bicep curl, shoulders are down, elbows are close to you. Find that tuck of the tailbone, core engages. You start for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On this one, you're gonna hold at that 90-degree angle, little pulses. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down through center, palms face each other. Up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at 90 here, shoulders down, pulses. Teeny tiny little movements here is really gonna start to isolate, start to burn through your biceps. You've got 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way down, shoulders down. Find elbows by your sides wide here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at 90, pulses here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great job. Give your little shake again. It's high repetition today, so that's why it's okay to go a little bit lighter. If you still want to push yourself for those heavy weights, nobody's going to stop you, but just remember that the name of the game here is that lighter repetition or lighter weight, longer repetitions, a little bit less recovery here. So again, taking those nice big deep breaths in and out, but I think you guys are ready. I think we can get right on in to that next set right away. So no time like the present. Pick those weights back up. Shoulders are down. Again, starting with that standard bicep curl for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at 90, little pulses here. You want to think about a paper clip distance. That's how small you're moving. Mind muscle connection, so it's a flicker, a little contraction of the biceps. For 9, 10. Coming down, palms face each other, right on in to that hammer curl. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at 90, shoulders down. Again, those little pulses, they're deceiving. At first you're like, this isn't too bad, and then you're like, oh my goodness, my biceps are burning, they're about to fall off here. But you stay in it, you're strong, you got this. For 8, 9, 10. Come down, find that wide grip. For 1, 2, 3, that burn is there. That is for sure. You're at that halfway point for these wide ones. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at 90, little pulses here. Keep it going, that teeny tiny contraction. Flicker through your bicep muscles for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great work. Again, you can wiggle it out. You can always remove your wrist weights too. I'm just like, I'll keep them on. I'm a little lazy with it. If you're one that's like, no, I want to take them off after every time, you go for it, but it's not going to be me. And that's fine. So again, we're going to move into that final set for these biceps. So similar to that back work, if now you're like, it's the time to go heavier, do it. This is your last chance to really isolate the biceps. So go for that heavier weight here now. Get ready. You can always as well do these standings. I meant do these exercise standing. I meant to say this earlier. But if your knees are ever like, no, not a fan, you can do all of this standing. Just think shoulder stacked, tailbone tucked here. And that will be for majority of the exercises we're doing today, unless we're laying down. All can be done up standing. But think if we're hinged forward, like in that back, you want to find a hinge forward. And if we're stacked whilst we're kneeling, you are stacked whilst you're standing. But before I say too much about what's to come, pick up those weights. Let's get into that final set. Standard bicep curls to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold this next one at 90 pulses here. Teeny tiny movements, yes you can. For 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down, bring your palms to face each other. Hammer curls here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here, pulses. Lightweight starts to feel really heavy around this point. That's exactly what you want. You want it to feel like it actually feels like 50 pounds, but it's still only 5, and that's all right. 9, 10, all the way down, open wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it. Pulses. Final bit of bicep pulsing here. Make it your best, your strongest yet here. Commit to your final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Give that shake. Again, I am keeping my ankle or my wrist. I keep wanting to call them the opposite of what they're on. But you know, if I'm calling these ankles and they're on my wrists, they're wrist weights. But we're gonna now move into a little bit more chest focused workout. So we're gonna have our backs down. So this would be one of those instances that you can't really do this standing. But I'm gonna keep, again, these weights on, and I am still gonna keep a hold of my dumbbells as well. And you can scoot yourself down here. Want to find a flat back on the ground. So what I mean by that is your entire spine, even your head, neck, and shoulders, ignore that I'm lifted right now, but you want your entire spine to be glued down. So especially that low back, you want to think swoop, zipping everything together. If your back starts to arch here, really think of core engagement, press down, and then we'll have our feet nicely on the ground, and then there we go, head rest. So we're gonna go for chest press, go 10 chest press, and then we're gonna go into a chest fly. After that, we're gonna do single arm of each. It'll be fun, don't worry, I'll guide you through all of it. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna do it, you know the drill, 3 times. But find that weight, glue your body down. You're gonna start with those dumbbells up, and then I'm also gonna add a little core challenge and lift my legs up here. You wanna think knees over your hips. If you only wanna do one at a time, that's okay. Or if you wanna keep your feet planted, that's 100% okay. Again, thinking the most important thing here is that your low back is glued down here. So starting with that chest press, both arms work here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Stopping before your triceps, the back of your arms, touch the ground here. 8, 9, 10. Up to the top, rotate your palms to face each other. You're gonna open up for 1, close it back at the top here. So this is really gonna kind of feel where your armpit meets your sports bra, or even just that armpit general area if you're not wearing a sports bra here. So really think about that chest as you open and close here for 8, 9, 10. Now back up to the top. You want to start where you were in that chest press. Go down with your right and then with your left. So alternating here. We're going to do 10 on each side. So that's 3, 3, 4, 4. I like to double count. It just keeps me on that same page. If something works a little bit better for you, that's fine. But double counting, because I know I will lose count right away here. I've kept count all right though, because that's 9, 9, 10, 10. Counting is hard sometimes. Palms face each other, open, single arm. We're going to do the same situation here. 2, make sure not to rock back and back, side to side too much. Still really keep that center part drilled down here. Chest muscles should really start to feel this. Your biceps are an accessory muscle, so they might be feeling a little bit fatigued, especially after that big old combo that we just did. But you got 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, one more, 10, 10. Great work. Bring your feet down, your arms down, and then again, you can come up, do a little shakeout, and then you can evaluate those weights. So if that felt too easy, you can bump it up a little bit. If it felt just right, stay with it. If it felt too hard, you can come down. And then as well, think about that core situation stuff. So if the legs lifted, started to arch your spine, send your feet down. But if you're like, okay, now that I've got, you know, the lay of the land, I know what we're doing here, maybe now this time you start with one leg, or maybe you go for both legs. But quick recoveries today. Let's find ourselves right back down on that kind of lying position. Get your arms up overhead, glue your spine down, maybe lift your legs. We start with the chest press for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at the top, rotate your palms right into those chest flies. I find chest flies a lot more challenging than the chest press. So if you're like, ooh, this burns a little bit more, you are right. Okay, I'm right there with you here. For 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up to the top, palms face in front of you, single arm chest press here. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Again, stopping before your tricep hits the ground here. You're already over halfway through these chest presses here. For 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Great work. Palms face each other. Single arm chest flies. 1, 1, 2, 2. Again, core engagement here, so you're not rocking too much side to side. That's going to take the work out of your chests and just kind of start to displace it and make things a little bit easier. So really keep your core engaged, and then think muscle over momentum here. Nearing the end, that finish line of this set is in sight. Got 8, 8, 9, 9, one more, 10, 10. Great work. Lose those weights. We've got one more set of that for our chest work, and then we're going to get into some triceps, and then we'll finish with everyone's favorite, the lovely shoulder burns here. But taking those nice deep breaths in, you can find that a little bit more upright position that gives your lungs a little bit more room to inhale and exhale here. But we got just one more spicy little combo. It's not even a superset or a tri-set. That one's just got so many different things going on, but it's great because it works both bilateral, so with both arms working, and then you get that unilateral work that helps with any muscle imbalances, and it helps engage your core there as well. But just like in those other movements, we're moving into that final set. So this is the time to push that weight a little bit. If you haven't lifted your legs up yet, maybe you try it here. If you've been lifting them, make sure you're alternating so the core stays nice and even. But it's that time, my friends. Let's get down, let's get going. Glue your core down onto the mat, grab your weights, send them up overhead. 10 chest presses here. 1, 2, I'm gonna lift my legs. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rotate palms to face each other, right in to those chest flies here. Imagine you've got like a big beach ball in front of you, so you want to find this rounding in your arms, especially when you come up and down onto those sides. For 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold at the top, rotate your palms again. Chest press, single arms here, getting so close to that finish line of your chest work today, but stay committed here. Remember to keep those triceps up off the ground so you're staying in that nice constant tension throughout this entire range of motion. Y'all got 8, 8, 9, one more, 10, 10. Palms face each other, single arm flies. 1, 2, got my counting all messed up there. Don't worry. We're on track though. 4, 4. Remember, core stays engaged here. You can always drop those legs for these flies if it kind of rocks the boat, rocks your balance a little bit too much. Again, remember the safety of your spine is of the utmost concern here. For 9, 9. One more, 10, 10. Great work. Lose those weights. We're gonna pop back up. We're off our backs now. Find yourself in a little shakeout situation. Feels good. Maybe do like low clasp your hands behind your back. Open up that chest. I like to bring my arms down to the ground. If that doesn't feel good for you, don't do it, but I like a little mobility in my chest. But we're gonna get in now to some tricep work. So we're gonna do one body weight, so there's not gonna be any weights involved. I am keeping these on because I'm lazy and we're saving time here. So we're gonna do tricep dips, and then we're gonna pop up. You're gonna either keep just those wrist weights on or grab the weight as well, and you're gonna go for kickbacks, and we'll do a fun little pulse there as well. Of course, did you really expect anything else? But let's get into it. I'm keeping those weights nearby. Let's see, I'll have them right there. And then for those tricep dips, if you have a bench that you want to use, you can do that. I'm just going to do mine on the ground, so that's okay as well. But you're going to find a bit more of like a tabletop position here. You want to find a squeeze of your glutes, your core is engaged, and then you're bending down and up for 1, 2, 3, 4. Working the back sides of your arms now. A smaller muscle group than what we've been working, so it's going to fatigue a bit quicker. 9, 10. Flipping yourself over. Similar to that back work, you want to find a nice hinge forward. So again, if you're standing, hinge forward here. Elbows are by your sides. They're not moving. You're just hinging at your elbow joint here. Woo, this is heavy already. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little pulses. Ooh, this is hard. This is where if that weight is too heavy, you lose it here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Great job. So something I want to say about those pulses here, instead of a straight arm pulse, think a teeny little bend, teeny little extend here. So almost like that little motion here, that little dance, boing, but it's up at the top and just the teeniest little bend, little extend. But whoo, that little additional work, it got my triceps. Again, triceps and shoulders, where we're finishing today, are much, much smaller muscles than the chest, than the back, and even than the biceps. So we're not gonna have to do as much work to get them to failure. It does not mean it's not gonna be easy. Like, that was the most burn I've felt. So just know that it's okay if you need to drop down and to go a little bit lighter in terms of weight. These are the exercises that it's gonna be. I'm still gonna try and keep these. I might have to drop them at some point, but I'm gonna really try. But I know for shoulders, I'm just using these. All right, I think our heart rate has had more than enough time. Let's scooch ourselves around to get into that second set of tricep dips. So feet are planted, core is engaged, you bend down here. Really think about not letting your butt come down too much onto the ground. But if you've been here for those glute days that we've had, that might be a little bit more challenging now. For 8, 9, 10. Oh, my triceps are talking. But let's rotate around, get that hinge forward, elbows glued by your side. You find that hinge here. Really wanting to come to full extension. So arms are gonna wanna go fully straight out with each and every rep. That way you're really hitting that biggest point of tension on your triceps. For 9, hold this next one, 10, those little bends and extends, those teeny little flickers of the tricep that burn so much. You've got 8, 9, 10. Ooh. I'm gonna be ready for that final set to be over because these are burning it up, but it's fine because we're gonna have one more exercise. Of course, it's not just one. It's gonna be a little combo, a little superset, maybe a tricep, maybe a quad set. You know, math after doing those triceps, it doesn't work as well, but it's fine. We're gonna do it together. We're gonna make it through. And I am, like I said, gonna drop down in weight. So if you need to listen to your body, shoulders, triceps, they can go lighter. It's okay. But let's get it done. All right, flipping around, feet plant. Your fingertips are facing towards your heels. Lift your booty up, bend here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, final bit of kickbacks. Find that nice hinge forward, elbows by your sides. You hinge at your elbow joint here. For 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up, those little bends, those little extends. They're not easy. You've got this though. Finish strong for 8, 9, 10. Whew. I am saying goodbye to those dumbbells. They can roll all the way away from me. I hope they don't crash into anything. But we are done with those heavier weights. Again, these wrist weights are 2 pounds. So knowing that if 2 pounds is what works for you, if the 3 pounds, 5 pounds, you do you. You can also do this body weight. So if this is ever too much with the weights, you can find just that body weight situation here. But what we're gonna be doing to finish off, we're gonna be nice and stacked. Again, you can do this standing. We're gonna find 90-90 goalposts. We're gonna go for shoulder presses. We're gonna do 10 of those. And then we're gonna go single arm. Yeah. And then we're gonna come down and go for little lifts by the side. And then to finish strong, arms are gonna come out in front, go big circles. Yep, that's a lot, I know, but there's no pulses. So silver lining here, right? It's okay, you're gonna make it through this. And then you get to get into the rest of your day. You get to spend time with friends, family, enjoy some hot cocoa. So let's get into it, let's get it done. So again, starting in that shoulder press, find a 90-90 goalpost, cactus, whatever resonates for you. Press up to the ceiling here. For 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then hold the left arm, it's gonna be stable. We're gonna go right arm, we're not gonna alternate here. So that left arm's still working while it's holding at that elbow in line with shoulder situation. You've got 8, 9, 10. Hold that one. Go to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that elbow in line with shoulder. See, I had to make that little adjustment. So be true, be honest to yourself. 9, 10. All right, coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Find your arms out. They're going to be in a slight diagonal, palms face the ceiling, big rotation up, and back down. That's 1. 2, big movements here. Really think nice straight arms. So you're finding that big extension at the top where the shoulders are going to be like, woo, hello, I'm here to play today. For 7, 8, keep it slow and controlled. 9, one more here. 10. Ooh, I can definitely feel my heart rate because that's a long one, and that's shoulders. And there is nothing that burns more than your shoulders when they're working. It's something about them. They just physically feel hot. Like I feel like I have a fever on my shoulders right now. So make that an evaluation of how that first rep was, that first set, that big old situation. If you think you can add weight, if you think you need to lose weight, lose all the weight, some of the weight, remember, commit to yourself. I'd rather you go body weight and get through the full movement than be like hunched over, not bracing your core, and just like losing the movement and the exercise completely. So there's no shame in going lighter weight, no matter what the internet tells you about, you have to lift this amount of weight and you have to all be doing this, this, and that. Listen to your body. No one else knows your body better than you do, but remember to push your body at the same time. Let's get into that second set. Find 90-90. Both arms work to start. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold that left arm, just the right arm goes. That first one, it just like always feels so good. You're like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then you're like, around this point, you're like, never mind, it burns. 9, 10. Hold the right arm now. The left arm moves. Keep that right arm elbow in line with shoulder though. Keep that contraction. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come down. Find elbows by your sides. Arms are at 90. You lift. 1, 2, 3. This is working the tops of your shoulders here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That burn. Let's get these around the world over and done with. Remember, that's just 1 rep there. 2, 3. Don't be afraid to take up space here. 4, 5. Halfway. 6, 7, 8, 9, you got this. 10. All right, give yourself a nice shake and hype yourself up. You've got 1 more set today. 1 more set. And dancing with these wrist weights on is getting a little more challenging because my arms are like, nope, I just want to dangle by your side. Because it's getting tough, right? But that's how you want to finish your workout, right? You want to finish and be like, okay, we gotta go. This is getting hard. I need a shower and I need to head out of here. So I got 1 more coming. Remember, you don't have any pulses left. Just this gorgeous, gorgeous little combo. It's gonna give you this nice little shoulder like rounding here. So when you get that like nice shoulder cap and then it kind of comes in, you're gonna have those sexy toned arms. So if that's what you need to think about right now to get through this final set, you go for it, okay? We're not gonna be mad about aesthetics if it's something like strong, badass arms, right? So let's get this final one done and dusted. Out to 90-90. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, that one just always feels so easy right into just that right arm. 3, 4, 5. Again, halfway through this right arm is when I start to be like, okay, yeah, this is burning. 9, 10. Right arm comes down on 90. Left arm moves. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it down. Sorry if there's a little glitch there. My camera stopped working for a second, but that's not stopping us from finishing this best and final bit of shoulder work for 8, 9, 10. Let's find these big old circles. Hands come out in that diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, halfway, you've got this. 6, 7, 8, just 2 more. 9, final one, stay with it, big reach. 10, oh, all right, I am getting rid of these bad boys. They are finally coming off, my wrists can breathe again. Great job, guys, you absolutely crushed that upper body workout. You hit your back, your biceps, chest, triceps, and your shoulders. So you should be really proud of all that work that you accomplished in such a short period of time. Remember the weight that you used here. So when you come back and do this workout again, you can kind of have a reference point of maybe you can go a little stronger, right? You can go a little bit heavier, maybe a little bit less kind of recovery time there. So just seeing where you can push yourself. But again, make sure you find lots of water, eat your protein today, and find some kind of active movement today. Maybe go for a walk, whatever that means to you. But remember to subscribe so you don't miss a workout in this series. And we'll see you back here next time.